YouTubers? I am Jason Worsma. That is Michael Stansford. This is the best fantasy football channel on YouTube. I figure if you speak it into existence, baby, if you will it to happen, it will become true. This is Tankers Fantasy Football, and we are going to bust down 5 wide receivers to avoid in this year's upcoming fantasy football drafts. And we're going to lead it off with a bumski. The bumski. We're going to go. He left Oakland. He is now in Baltimore. We're talking about Michael Crabtree. I know what you're saying. Well, Michael Crabtree, he gets you touchdowns, babe, but I'm saying that's about all he fucking does. I mean, you look at it. He had 8 games last year with 52 yards or less. 8 games with 52 yards or less. No 100-yard games. 83 yards as a high water mark on the season. And he's going to Derek Carr, Joe Flacco. And you got to be thinking to yourself, Joe Flacco is in no way better than Derek Carr at this stage in his career.
Not a chance. Dude, no way. No way.
Absolutely not. He cannot be any better than Derek Carr. We're talking about 58 receptions on 101 targets, so that's not very good catch ratio out there, about 58% on the catch ratio. And the guy only had 10.7 yard per catch last season. The only thing saving him from being just a dick bum trucker is those fucking 8 touchdowns. When I'm saying Michael Crabtree is the type of player to avoid, I mean, he's going at the end of the 5th round, and you look at guys, the receivers that are going after him, and you gotta be thinking, you can even dig deep. Like, you're talking about guys that are going in like the 8th round, like Cooper Kupp. You know what I'm saying? You're talking about Marquise Goodwin, who's going in the 9th round, and you even dig a little bit deeper, and you're talking about guys like Sterling Shepard and Nelson Aguilar, who are going in the middle of the 10th round. And if you're saying that, the odds of Nelson Aguilar outscoring Michael Crabtree on this upcoming fantasy football season, I think the odds are very good. Oh, and we're talking about a 5-round difference here.
Oh, I do too, absolutely. And for no other reason, you just love the situation that Aguilar's in. I mean, man, he plays across from Alshon Jeffrey. Carson Wentz airs it out.
Much better offensive team. The guy is young. I know he's not necessarily up and coming, but he's going to be entering his 4th NFL season. He kind of turned it on a little bit for you last year. Got his ass in the end zone 8 times. I mean, the games where he didn't reach the end zone, he kind of was fluttering out there. But we're talking about a guy who finished the wide receiver 22 getting drafted in the fucking 10th round. That is just zero respect.
Oh, my God, man. And, too, like, even to just kind of touch on that again, even a guy like Julian Edelman going a little before Michael Crabtree right now. But, my God, I mean, you just got to figure you got to love that situation.
I mean, yeah, if you're looking at Julian Edelman or Michael Crabtree, I don't care. Julian Edelman missed the whole 2017 season, but Brandon Cooks is gone. Danny Amendola is gone. Reinsert Julian Edelman like it always was. If he's on the football field, he is going to be a very sexy deluxe wide receiver too for your ass.
Love it. Love him more than Michael Crabtree.
Another guy we're looking to avoid this upcoming season. He went from Green Bay. He's out in Oakland taking over Michael Crabtree's old job. Talking about Jordy Nelson. And, you look at it, he started off hot with those 6 touchdowns in those first four weeks with the Rodgers. But
gotta love him
after Rodgers went fucking down, it was potato famine deluxe out there. It was famine. I mean, we're talking about no touchdowns without Aaron Rodgers on the football field.
That's so dark for you, Jordy.
Then you're looking at his PPR high water mark.
What do you got?
And we're looking at 7.5 PPR points as his high water mark in a game without Rodgers. And guess who the fuck isn't out in Oakland, baby? Aaron Rodgers. And I know Derek Carr and John Gruden think they can breathe life into the corpse that is Jordy Nelson, but I'm just saying, he's just a fucking another washed up white guy at this point, baby.
Terrible, man. I think we gotta.
Fucking on double barrel. Jordy Nelson. He's always just kind of been a guy that was relying on Aaron Rodgers and his magnificence of the back shoulder fade that is the Aaron Rodgers game. Because Aaron Rodgers can fucking throw you open.
Oh,
that's his fucking whole game.
Absolutely.
That's what the back shoulder fade lives and dies on. He's covered his shit, but he fucking throws them open.
You know who ain't doing that?
Derek Carr just ain't fucking. Derek Carr got paid, but I'm not even ready to anoint Derek Carr as an elite NFL quarterback, regardless of what the fuck his contract says.
No.
What we got else to avoid here, baby?
I think it's time for some Sanders.
Emmanuel Sanders?
Woo!
Even, I mean, he got that upgrade at quarterback in Case Keenum.
Yeah, for what? Is he a pumpkin?
Yeah, I'm saying midnight might have struck on Case Keenum, and midnight might have been that NFC Championship game versus the Eagles last season, and we might be seeing no more fucking Chariot, no more glass slippers. We're talking about fucking Pumpkin Deluxe. Who's to know? Guys have done this in the past. Yeah. Later on in their careers, turn out sexy deluxe. Talk about guys like Derek Anderson.
There you go.
Derek Anderson had that Pro Bowl season. Where the fuck is Derek Anderson after that? Ain't doing Dick Call. Even go back. Guys like fucking Tommy Maddox even. Guys like that going back in the old Steeler days. All of a sudden, Tommy Maddox gets his shit together out of nowhere, but then where the fuck was Tommy Maddox after that? Kind of had the one-hit wonder, and I think Case Keenum might just be another one-hit wonder. So if we're looking at that, you're looking at Emmanuel Sanders, and he played 12 games last year, and in 7 of those 12 games, he had 6.7 PPR points or less. Oh, my God. And you might just have other players just pushing up on his shit out there.
He had one game over 80 yards last year. It just simply wasn't just there.
That is just absolutely gross.
It just was not there for them last year.
And where's he getting drafted at usually?
Where we got him going at? Overall, 87.
87 overall. So, we're looking down in that middle of the 8th round. And, like I said earlier, guys going right after that, like Cooper Kupp, you got some Marquise Goodwin, those are the type of guys that you're looking to, even give me a fucking bump. My God, I'd rather take the risk on a guy, give me the rookie love, give me that Calvin Ridley, or wait your ass to the middle of the 12th round and get yourself some DJ Moore, who made a sexy one-handed grab the other day out there on the NFL Network, baby.
My God, man. Jordy. Used to love to watch you play, baby. What happened?
What the fuck? He got hurt.
He did, man.
And so he was hurt, and he's white, and it just fucking was a bad mixture, you know what I'm saying?
Preach knowledge to the people.
That shit'll just take its toll on you eventually. Alright, we got Mari Cooper. Woo. All it needs to be said about this dick bomb, like we said in the other video, we're looking at it. You're looking at 8 games. You're looking at half an NFL season. And in those 8 games, he had 33 yards or less in 8 different games.
So dark. He caught 48 passes last year. So dark for him, man.
I'm not even a Martavis Bryant believer. But, I think maybe Martavis Bryant is a more talented football player than Amari Cooper. That is not out of the realm of possibility.
And it kind of sounds a little wasted to say, but if it's like we're looking at upside in the Raiders receiving core here.
If you're taking, Amari Cooper, my goodness. I know he's the one a little bit cheaper than last year, but I still think he's going in that, 4th round, isn't he?
Yeah, we got him at 39th overall.
Yeah, he's going right at that 3rd pick in the 4th round. My goodness. You can get Martavis Bryant for a fucking cheeseburger and a fucking 6-pack of Keystone Ice. I'd rather give the cheeseburger than the 6-pack of Keystone Ice in my 3rd pick in the 4th fucking round if I'm looking to take a shot on a Raider wide receiver, that's for sure. Well,
and too, just for a little contrast too. Like Allen Robinson right now going at about 41 overall, 42. If you're talking about a guy that might see some love, do you sexy, do you right? A-Rob might have your back in that spot.
I'm not even a Demaryius Thomas believer, but you're looking at a Demaryius Thomas. And, you just got a laundry list of these dudes that are going right after Amari Cooper. And I'm saying I'm drafting every single one of them over Amari Cooper. We're talking about Allen Robinson, Demaryius Thomas, Alshon Jeffrey, Brandon Cooks, and Juju Smith-Schuster. And hell, even go down a round later, you want some insurance, you want a guy in PPR who's going to be there for you week in and week out. You get yourself a Golden Tate or a Julian Edelman, baby. Those guys are PPR warlords. Mari Cooper has not proven that he can be there for you week in and week out by any means.
I don't think you can trust him, and you shouldn't target him in your drafts either.
We got one more guy. I know what you're going to be doing, but this guy fucking out there, he was loving me sexy last year, and he fucking toward the end of the season, he was.
Kind of did. He kind of did.
He missed those 3 games with that injury, but those 6 games before that injury and that game that he came back at the end of the year, after he missed those 3 games, we're talking about those 7 games at the end of the season. Robert Woods went out there and averaged you 18 PPR points a game. I mean, that is sexy deluxe. That's back in wide receiver 1 fucking type of shit. But I'm saying...
Tell it to me slowly now.
I'm saying delusions of grandeur.
Yeah, baby. I mean, if for no other reason than you've got Brandon Cooks and you've got Cooper Kupp. I don't think Robert Woods is as good as either of those.
I mean, the offense runs through Gurley. Then you got into the conditioning, the Cooks, like you said. Cooper Kupp, and you know, he's got more maturation under his belt. You know, he's coming up in his
Year
second
2,
year.
yeah,
and I just don't see any way that Cooper Kupp doesn't finish with more fantasy points than a Robert Woods, and he's going a full 1 or 2 rounds later than him.
You gotta love it. You gotta, yeah.
And his own team.
If it's reach, you know, reach on Woods and hope to God that he does something similar to what he did last year, but I don't think he can.
No.
I don't think he can.
I think he can't get invested in. We're looking at a mid to late 7th round pick. Him and Jordy are going back to back. 2 shit burgers. Fucking going 7-9 and 7-10 out there. So I don't know. That's just some shit I would rather avoid. I would almost rather take the likes of. I mean, my goodness, we're talking dark ass business here, but I mean, you gotta avoid guys like Devon. I mean, he's like in the Devontae Parker category to me, I guess. I mean, Devontae Parker is the type of guy that I'm just like avoiding this season. And people just can't forget. People just, it's like, when is it gonna die?
It needs to. It just needs to stop. The buck needs
So
to stop.
additional little pick, we'll go 6, baby. We're getting you with the 6-pack, no longer 5. Devontae Parker, avoid his bitch ass too.
You know, I'm telling you, just like you've got 87 overall with Robert Woods, about the same as Emmanuel Sanders. But you know, I mean, if I'm just looking for some upside, you know, if I don't care, say I kind of messed up on my tight end spot, I didn't get one of the you know, sexy boys out there. I mean, go after some Trey Burton. He's going 4 picks later.
Yeah, all fucking in, baby.
Gonna be some sexy boy for the biscuit out there. Probably catch him some touchdowns, some red zone love.
Trey Burton maybe in that players to target list, you know what I'm saying? Because if you're not getting up on the big 3, the Gronk, the Kelsey, the Ertz, and I think there's a 4th guy, if you don't get up on those 3, there's still a guy, Evan Ingram out there. I love me some Evan Ingram. But I'm not a believer in Jimmy Graham, because Jimmy Graham, Aaron Rodgers has never produced a tight end 1. People said when Martavis Bryant went there, people were like, oh, watch out, Martavis Bryant. That didn't equal dick shit. I'm saying Jimmy Graham, you know, a little bit long in the tooth. These injuries have taken toll. Yeah. I think he's going to be touchdown or bust week to week with a guy like Jimmy Graham.
I totally agree.
And, you know, you got the guys like Olsen, the Rudolphs, you know, the Delaney Walkers out there in the world. Yeah. But if you're looking, you're looking at reindeer games, looking at Delaney Walker, I might have to sit on it for a couple of rounds to give me some Trey Burton.
I mean, I think you might be wise to, if for no other reason than just taking that chance on him.
All right, we drifted off into some tight end talk there. If you like the cut of our jib, give us a subscribe, baby. Give us a share. Tell your friends about us. Quit being selfish about the fucking tankers out there, baby. And oh, baby, we just love it when you comment. I love a good argument in the comment section, baby. Tweet at me. At me on the Twitter, baby, at Tankers Fantasy Football. I'll see you next time. Cheeseburger.